So this lesson is multiplying 3-digit and 4-digit numbers with regrouping. So to start out with, guys, Landon, take your hood off for me, okay? So to start out with, I'm going to just show you a quick problem as an introduction. I love your gator, by the way. That's fantastic. Okay. I noticed it earlier, but didn't say anything, but I love it. Okay, 642 times 8. Okay, you guys ready? This is how we're going to do today's assignment. Put your mask on your face. Okay, we're going to start with 8 times 2. What's 8 times 2? 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. Then we're going to go 8 times 4. What's 8 times 4? 32 plus one more? 33. Put down the 3, carry the 3. 8 times 6? 8 times 6? 48 plus 3 more? 48, 49, 51. Put down the 1. There's no number over here to carry the 5 to, so it goes here. That's how we do today's work. Okay? Remember, since we're putting the numbers in like the, Ella, I think one reason that you've been getting confused is because you're looking at these saying, okay, that's not really a 6, it's a 600, right? And because that's how it is when we do partial products. But in this case, because we're putting the 1 in the hundreds place and the 5 in the thousands place and stuff like that, we don't have to do that. That automatically happens. Just like when you add, you don't have to, like when you're adding 96 plus 54, you don't have to add the zeros in there, right? So when we're doing the regrouping method, we don't have to add those zeros in. Does that make more sense? Okay. All right, so here we go. This is really cool because this picture right here, this is a place in Missouri that I've been to before. Raise your hand if you have gone canoeing in a canoe or a raft before. This is a place, it's called Alley Spring in Missouri. You can put your hands down. And I have been there on a float trip before. And it was super fun and super beautiful. And the river is spring fed. That means that it's cold, fresh, cold water that's been underground feeds the river. So Alley Spring in Missouri produces an average of 567 million gallons of water per week.
A week?
How many million gallons of water do the springs produce in 3 weeks? So if in 1 week they produce 567 million, in 2 weeks they produce 560, or in another week they produce 567, and in week 3 they produce 567 million. How many 567s do you see? 3. So that's what we're going to multiply by. Okay? So it's kind of like, and the million thing is kind of like 3 times 567 million. We don't have to worry about that. We're just going to take that million word and put it on the back. Okay? So 567, times 3. Now, it wants us to estimate first, what does 567 round to? Sophie?
It rounds to 600.
Beautiful.
And did you know million actually means million in Italian?
Oh, that's cool.
So you could say
Sophie Millie, the millionaire. Sophie, you look like $1 million today. Okay. All right, here we go. What's our basic fact? 3 times 600.
3 times 6.
There you go. Thank you. Jay's 3 times 6 is 18. How many zeros do we bring bring over?
2.
2. So that means it's going to be about 1,800 million. We're just going to add the word million behind it. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to skip down here to the bottom because we've already talked about regrouping before, and I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty. We're just going to do it like this. Okay, so what do we do first? Dakota, what do we do? We already did that part. Dakota, what do we do now?
3 times 7.
3 times 7. Dakota says 3 times 7. Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you disagree. 3 times 7 is
21.
21. Put down the, carry the
2.
Okay, good. Okay, now what do we do?
6 times 3.
Colin.
3 times 6.
3 times 6. Very nice. 3 times 6. And what is 3 times 6?
18.
Plus
2. 20.
18, 19, 20. So we put down the
0.
carry the 2. Okay, now we go.
5 times 3.
And we're going to say 3 times 5 instead. We're going to start with the bottom. So we're going to go. Okay, 3 times 5 equals
15.
plus 2 more.
17.
17. Now we go ahead and put that 1 down here because we've already used up all our top numbers, so we have nowhere to carry that to, so it can come down below. Very nice. So 1,701 million gallons. Okay.
We should say million.
That's right.
To million.
That's right. Okay, here we go.
Delete one of the L's.
This problem to me is always pretty fun. You know, I've taught this from this math book for like over 5 years now. And I always like this one because it's something that you really may do someday. You and your family are going to go on a vacation. And you're planning this trip, and so you're trying to figure out which is going to cost the least amount or which is going to be the best value for your family. So it says use an estimate or an exact answer. What would, if they wanted us to use an estimate, what would a key word be that they would say? If it's okay to use an estimate. Ethan? About. When you hear about how much or about how many, they're wanting an estimate. They're not wanting an exact amount. So, Ethan, yours on point. So the directions say use an estimate or an exact answer. They're going to tell us when to use that estimate or that exact answer. Okay. The table shows the prices of 3 vacation packages.
Wow.
Jake, so listen to who's going. You ready?
That's my brother's name.
Jake, his parents, and his sister want to choose a package. How many adults are going? Show me on your fingers. I want you to listen. Put that away. I want you to listen. Jake, his parents, and his sister. How many adults are going? Parents, plural. How many kids are going?
2.
Jake and his sister.
Wait, how do we know that Jake and his sister aren't 18 and up?
We're going to say, since it says his parents, most 18 and ups don't travel with their parents and their sister. Trust me, I have a 20-year-old, and if I had called him and said, we're going on a family vacation, he would say, I'm not. Okay,
Why?
so, but...
That's so 2010.
That's right.
That would be mean if, when
go?
go.
No,
Yeah.
he's 20.
Well, they just prefer to like hang out with their friends more than their family.
And then
then when they get older,
they want to get girls more than go on vacation trips.
okay, here we go. So it says about how much would package C cost Jake's family. So they've done us the favor of giving us the numbers. Estimate the cost for 2 adults. So each adult, look here guys. So here's package A, here's the adult ticket price, here's the child ticket price. Package B, the adult, the child. Package C, the adult, the child. So let's stay focused now. So now they want us to look at package C, so 699 and 484. And they want us to round because we've got that, or to estimate, we've got that about word. So here we go. 2 adults times 699. 699 rounds to 700. So what is 2 times 700, Owen? What's your basic fact, Owen, for 2 times 700?
2 times 7.
And what's that equal? 14, and then?
1,400.
Very good, Owen, and we're talking about money, so we'll stick that dollar sign in there. Good. Okay, and now we're going to estimate the cost for 2 children. Who was that? Landon, settle down. Okay, 484 rounds to, the 8 tells the 4 to do what?
Go up.
Go up to a 5. So we have 2 times 500. What's the basic fact, Julie? What's the basic fact for 2 times 500? I've underlined it for you.
5.
The basic fact for 2 times 500 is 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is what you do first. And it's the numbers without the zeros. So that equals 10. And then we bring over 2 zeros. So that is 1,000. So if the adults cost 1,400 and the kids cost 1,000, to figure out about how much that vacation package will cost Jake's family, we have to add those 2 numbers together. And that means that if Jake and his family chose to do vacation package C, they would spend about $2,400 for the 4 of them. And it says there, so package C would cost Jake's family about $2,400. Now Jake's family wants to compare the actual prices of vacation package C and A and see which one costs more and how much more does it cost. So they've done us a favor and plugged in the numbers that we're going to have to use here. Okay. So we're going to do 1,299 times 2 and then 619 times 2. All right, I'm going to do these problems on the board. 1,299 times 2 and then 619 times 2. That's where we start. What we do first, Brinley, for this problem?
Round. You can't.
Nope, it doesn't want us to round on this one. So what's the first step just with this problem right here?
2 times 9.
2 times 9, good, which equals?
18.
18. You put down the 8, you carry the 1. Then we do 2 times 9 again, which is 18. Plus 1?
19.
Put down the 9, carry the 1. 2 times 2?
4.
Plus 1?
5.
And then 2 times 1?
2.
2.
What?
2 times 1 is 2. One group of 2 equals 2. So, here's the thing, guys. I'm kind of circling these to help you see. But if you start circling, it's going to be a big old mess, isn't it, on your paper?
Yeah.
So I do not recommend that you circle. If you want to do something, what I would suggest is that you underline as you multiply. So here is what I would suggest that you do. 2 times 9 is 18. We put down the 8, we carry the 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 more is 19.
You got it.
Brinley's got it. Put down the 9, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and then 2 times 1 is 2. So you should have 2,598. Okay, 619 times 2. So I'm going to go 2 times 9 is 18. Put down the 8, carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 more is 3. 2 times 6 is 12. 1,238. Now the adults cost this amount, the kids cost this amount for package A. So over here we're going to plug in the adults, and then we're going to plug in the kids, and then we're going to add them up to figure out how much that package costs in total. So that makes sense, right? You figure out the adults, then you figure out the kids, then you got to add them together. So what is 8 plus 8?
16.
Put down the 6, carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Put down the 3, carry the 1. 5 plus 2 plus 1. 8. 2 plus 1. 3,836. So that is exactly how much it would cost for Jake and his family to take a vacation using vacation package A. Now, vacation package C. So we're going to do 2 times 9 is 18. Put down the 8, carry the 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 more is 19. Put down the 9, carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So there's the adult price, and which we can go ahead and put over here. Here's the adult price. Now we got to figure out the kid price. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. I put down the 6. I carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So the kid's price is $968. Got to make sure and stack those right. And then, so we've got the adult price for package C, the kid's price for package C, or the cost, the adult cost, the kid cost. So we have to add those two together to find out the total family cost, right? So 8 plus 8, 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 9 and 1 is 10, plus 6 more is 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 9 and 1 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Put down the 3, carry the 1. So vacation package C would cost them $2,366. And now, how do you figure out what the difference is? What do you have to do to find the difference, Landon? Subtract. Give yourself a point. So which number goes on top?
The biggest.
The biggest.
Always, right? The
Yes.
biggest always, no matter if you're adding, subtracting, multiplying, whatever. The biggest number goes on top. So out of these two numbers, the biggest number is 3,836, which they have so kindly put on top for us. So now we're subtracting, so keep track what operation you're doing. So what is 6 minus 6?
0.
0. 3 minus 6.
Can't do it.
You can't do that, so we have to go next door, make that 8 into a 7, make the 3 into a 13. 13 minus 6. 7. 7 minus 3.
4.
3 minus 2. 1. So, package A would cost $1,436. $570 more than package C, right? A is more, so that's how I know that we're gonna put A first. Okay, so did you get all that filled in?
Yep.
All right, so now you're going to just take your whole thing and flip it over to page 127. Turn to 127. And talk with the person sitting next to you about what is happening in step 1. Okay, what's going on?